Hey, welcome to the video. Today we're going to be doing a tutorial on combat. I wanted to find a way to go over orbiting and how to maneuver around the ship in a more basic and easy way to understand for more beginner players. Now this video does expect you to understand some of the fundamentals behind Star Citizen and its movement, but I'll be breaking it down step by step on how to improve your movement and overall give you a better feel for how combat should flow in Star Citizen. This is not a video dedicated to giving you a specific form of fighting, rather the tools needed to create your own form and understand the concepts behind Star Citizen's combat. The box that you see right now with the dashed lines is your speed limiter. When it's dashed, it means you can go faster than the cube's position. When it is solid lines, it means you are limited to the speed on that HUD. If during this tutorial you struggle with any of the maneuvers, I highly recommend that you lower your speed limiter so that you can help control your ship more easily. Eventually, you want to be able to use your craft without any speed limiter control whatsoever, as having an SEM manager on would limit the maximum potential of your craft's engines. The first step is to work on a strafe in a single direction. I decided to hop into Arena Commander and use one of the many asteroids in the area. You want to make sure to practice this on a stationary object. The only thing you're going to be doing is moving your ship from either the left or right direction and maintaining your nose in the center of the asteroid in front of you. The tricky part is having to apply forward thrust to keep your ship from strafing away from the asteroid. While at first it may be hard for you to keep your ship at a constant distance, with time you will be able to lock in that position. Don't worry too much about being pushed away from the rock, rather focus on just getting around the rock. With time, gradually, you'll become better and more proficient in maintaining your craft within inches of the asteroid. Once you feel confident going in one direction, I want you to try another direction. We're going to be covering all the axes one at a time, and do not get ahead. Trust me, focus on one at a time. Once you've mastered the right, switch to the left, then do up and then do down. Always maintaining your nose on the asteroid and trying to keep a consistent distance between you and the asteroid. The next step will involve rotations. What you want to do is, if you're strafing right, you're going to turn upside down, then strafe left. This will continue the original trajectory that you had as you were strafing in the beginning. The purpose of this drill is to increase your flexibility as you're moving around an enemy ship. You don't want to become stationary, as stationary targets are easier to hit. Once you feel confident with your left to right or right to left, you're going to be working on up to down or down to up. Remember, your goal is to slowly build up your speed and to slowly build up the distance that you can consistently maintain while doing an orbit around the asteroid. For the next set of practices, we will be doing 2 strafes at the same time. As an example here, I am strafing to the left and strafing up. This gives you the most amount of power to your strafe, and is also the fastest way to get around another ship. You usually want to prioritize strafing up and to the sides, as your bottom thrusters provide more power than the thrusters on top of your ship. Once you feel confident doing one direction, you're going to be trying multiple directions. Generally, we have 4 quadrants that we want to learn, either to the top and to the left, to the top and to the right, to the bottom and to the left, or to the bottom and to the right. You want to be confident with all the directions, because in the final stage of this tutorial, we're going to be mixing it all together. During combat, you're constantly rolling around an enemy ship, and you must have a fundamental understanding of which way your ship is moving. In this final stage, I'm trying to move around the asteroid while changing directions and angles. The goal of this is to move around the asteroid while maintaining your speed, again trying to avoid becoming a standstill target. Now that we have movement out of the way, we can see how this applies in theory. For this demonstration, we will have an enemy craft in front of us, strafing only in one direction. The whole time I am moving, he does not change his direction whatsoever. The only adjustments are being made by myself. To match him here, I am strafing to the right. As I roll over, I now have to strafe left. Rolling over again, I have to strafe down. And once more, I now have to strafe up. As you can see, his movement to me does not really change until I decide it to change, and this is done by increasing my speed to a point that he can no longer keep up with me. With time, as you become better at movement, you will be able to use it in PvP in a more dynamic way. The best way to become evasive in PvP is to be able to make micro adjustments to your speed vector, to not stop suddenly, and to be able to understand what kind of movements you are making in relation to your opponent. The final tip that I can give you to become better at moving in general is going to the racetrack. Now, I don't recommend racing, as racing is more of a memorization game. The best way to really understand your craft is to just drift around objects. In this video, I also have my TrackIR, which allows me to look around and look at different angles and gives me a better idea of where I'm moving, but this can be done without a TrackIR. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope this video helps. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. And a special thanks to Rav for assisting in this video.